주인공이죠.
네.
영국 외교관 그레엄의 일상 만나볼까요?
이제 모두 세월 따라 흔적도 없이 변하였지만 덕수궁 돌담길에 아직 남아 있어요. 다정히 걸어가는
I walk it almost every morning. It's on my way to work, so it's just a really nice way of commuting.
아하하.
근데 여기가 연인이 이 길을 걸으면은 헤어진다 이런 설이 있었거든요.
아, 다행히
혼자 와이프랑 출근하지 않아서.
여기가 대사관이에요? 가정집 같은데 그냥?
뭐야?
어머머, 뭐야 여기?
우와,
아, 저 조그만 문을 열고 들어가면은 저렇게 딱, 와.
우와 여기가 영국 대사관이네요.
야야야. 어머, 저기 궁서체로 써있다, 야. (1892년에) 어머나.
영국 대사관이 우리나라에서 가장 오래된 대사관이라고 하더라고요.
예, 맞아요.
And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't care.
영국 시골집 스타일로.
네, 맞아요. 그 양식이 완전 예.
아 너무 예쁘다.
Well, you know that it's a fool who plays.
So I've been working as a British diplomat for around 16 years now. So here in Seoul, I'm working as something called the political counsellor at the embassy. So I'm kind of in charge of our political work here in Korea. So while we were in London, I went to a whole range of Korean cultural festivals. I learned how to play arirang for the first time. I learned about Korean K-pop and poetry and all sorts of things. And I fell in love with the country. But it wasn't until last year that I actually got the chance to come and live here permanently.
오.
외교관. 오.
근데 저 진짜 궁금한 건데 외교관이 무슨 일을 하는 거예요?
간단히 설명하면은 나라 간에 그 다리에 되는 역할이 있다고 생각합니다.
나라 간의 다리.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 어떻게 보면은 한국에 있는 영국 대사 외교관이면은 영국에 대해서 또 한국에 많이 어떻게
네.
좀 알리는 그런 역할을 또
맞아요.
할 수가 있고 얼굴이라고 할 수 있죠.
그리고 한국에 와 있는 영국 그 국민들한테 이제 전북 같은 역할도 하기도 하죠.
Hey, morning, mate. How you doing?
동료인가 봐요. 아, 이번 또 경제 쪽이고 경제 참사관.
Sweet. We've got a busy week ahead, haven't we?
Busy day ahead.
Busy day ahead.
100 members. Great. Hang on, let me just crack open this document. PPCA was 2017. But it's all
와.
All right. Do a little bit of Korean study. I've been neglecting it a bit recently.
오,
Got to do my
조심히 어려워요.
야 신문으로.
My job involves understanding what's going on in Korea and being able to explain that to the UK. And so it's really important that I read the news frequently and then I go out and
신문
speak to journalists.
어렵거든요. 아니, 근데 1년 지금 3개월.
네.
근데 굉장히 잘하세요 한국어를.
아직은 갈 길이 멀어요.
갈 길이 멋이대요. 갈 길이 멋이대요. 예.
북한 미사일 사드, 유인 전투기, 생물의 다양성, 탄소, 중립화. Last one was 어부지리.
어부지리.
이 사자성어 나왔어요 지금.
어부칠리?
Obuchiri is where, like, I think it was there's this guy who catches fish, and then while he's, I think he finds in his net,
남한테 가르쳐주면서 내 공부하는 거거든요 원래.
동고동락. 이열치열. 동상이몽. Same bed, different dream. 피몽사몽 중에 운전하면 아주 위험합니다.
근데 대단한 게 많은 외교관 분들은 어차피 여기 있는 동안 사실 4, 5년밖에 안 되니까 한국어를 아예 모르세요.
모르는 분들 많아요.
그냥 신문도 영어로만 보고 너무 다 훌륭하신 분들이신데
근데 그게 당연한
그쵸.
이제
당연한 거예요,
너무
원래.
힘드니까 새로운 언어를 하는 게
진짜 대단해요.
관심이 굉장히 많으신 거죠.
사실은 대사님이 저보다 훨씬 그런 면에서는 잘 하세요.
대사님.
대사님은 그 어려운 책도 읽으시고.
대사님 칭찬 나이스 타이밍.
오케이. 좋아요. 보스니까.
보스 칭찬 언제나 머릿속에 갖고 있어야 돼.
여보세요? 아, 예. 갈게요. 예, 알겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.
Come in. Hi, Graham. Good to
Ambassador, how
see
are
you.
you?
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you.
보스가
Excellent.
보스. 대사님이세요.
The very simple answer is that there will be no change. We will not see any change.
Across the world, cities, regions, communities can do.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 주한 영국 대사 사이먼 스미스입니다.
야구 예찬?
Simon really loves Korean and he studies it very hard. And actually, he came to Korea several months before starting his job just to study full time. And when we have the time, we're talking about really important issues using lots of Korean. So he motivates me to keep studying.
Take your mask
that's-
off
that's
because
good.
we will
That's
be
a relief.
maintaining the right distance. Good weekend?
It was nice, thank you. Yeah, I had
Great.
my
26 contacts and so on.
딱 영국 스타일 티타임.
저기는 커피도 맛있어 보여.
So yeah, I mean we've got our COVID committee tomorrow. Things looking relatively positive on
Yeah.
the COVID front. I think there were
Encouraging in Korea, not so encouraging in the UK, I think. I mean, I think there's not just the UK, lots of countries in Europe now obviously really worried about what's going on. One of the things which strikes me as a real difference between the UK and Korea is that you have a whole lot of people from the government saying stuff, and then you have the experts who are kind of brought in occasionally. They do here is hearing it from the experts, from the people who are up there regularly on television in their sort of yellow jackets,
Yeah.
giving authoritative
그것도
advice.
신기해요. 영국에서 군무원은 그런 노란색 옷 입지 않고
없어요.
그래서 한국에서 보면 신기하다 생각하는데
그렇죠. 또 중대본 또 노란 옷 입죠.
신기해요.
and maybe also a homage to female leadership, as we were talking about
Absolutely.
with Theresa May
Absolutely,
last week. Seeing KCDC here and New Zealand and other places who are doing well. It's yeah.
And I wonder, I sort of was wondering aloud whether we could learn from that. Here's the chief of the KCDC. Here she is doing her press conference. Incidentally, just to change the subject for a bit, but how do you find these days? I mean, I think, we've both kind of studied Korean, but in rather different sort of ways. I mean, do you
느낌이 약간 숙제 검사 느낌인데. 아까 공부한 게 괜히 한 게 아니네요.
frustration.
Studying vocabulary and sitting down and grammar points, all these sort of things.
Yeah.
I'm still doing a few sarasongo, trying to
Right.
to learn
Well,
a
good
few.
for you.
I think when you've got 7 languages or so, Ambassador. 7 languages or so, Ambassador.
Yeah, but I've got to say, still of all those 7 languages, Korean is by far the hardest. I've never found a language as hard as I do Korean.
I'm feeling a bit pimong samong.
피몽사몽.
You have to explain that one to me. You have to explain that one to me.
It's not a dream, but it feels like it's a dream. I think it's when you're feeling really groggy. So my Korean is similarly not quite ready to go.
예문까지.
되네요.
Probably applies to this talk, I think it's got to be Yeongdu-Sami, which
용두삼이.
용두삼이 세다.
probably what the talk that I kind of started away with 15 minutes of Korea, and then I had to sort of retreat. And,
야, 정확하게 알고 계시네요. 야.
It was a really good one. What was it? What was it? Obuchiri?
이제 공격이 들어왔어요. 하나 또 들어가야 되거든요.
이 점점 배틀이 되네.
배틀이야.
He gets
yes.
공격권 넘어갔네. 공격권 대사님에게 넘어갑니다.
Isn't there some story about the bird gets its beak stuck in the clam, and the clam says, "You better take your beak out because otherwise you'll starve. If you stay open, you'll dry up and die." And neither of them give way. Neither of them gives way.
야, 진짜 대단하시네요. 진짜.
Yeah. And the fisherman moves in and says, "Right,
역시 대사님. Yeah. 항상 이렇게 저보다 잘 아시는 거죠.
야.
이길 수 없어요.
이길 수
잘하고 있어요. 그래도 죽 이렇게 하면 뭐 천출어람 할지도 몰라요.
근데 4대3으로 대사님의 승리로 끝이 났고.
great." So I think that just about covers it. Right.
Very good. Okay.
무슨 기자 이런 거.
그런 것 같아.
다 뭐 하시는 거예요, 여기서? 오. 야, 유엔 기후변화 회의.
This is absolutely the top priority of the embassy here and of the UK government this year, just how a pandemic has massively affected the whole world and led to so much sad loss of life. In fact, the climate change crisis that is coming will be many times worse than the pandemic that we've had this year.
자, 이렇게 변덕이 심한 날씨, 사실 최근 몇 년 동안 그랬는데요.
역대급 폭염이 덮친 2018년 여름, 7개의 태풍이 몰아친 2019년, 최장 장마 기록을 세운 올 여름.
마을이 순식간에 물바다로 변했습니다.
이거 재앙이다.
일단 배출 많이 감소하고, 근데 사실은 안 좋아요. 아직까지 탄소 배출 계속 올라가고 있고, 그래서 되게 중요한 컨퍼런스입니다.
예, 맞습니다. 예.
지금도 좀 늦었다 그래요. 이게 지금부터 정말 전 세계 모든 국가들이 힘을 합쳐가지고 실질적인 대책이랑 실천을 해야 된다 그러더라고요. 멋진 일을 하고 계셨어요.
I'm really looking forward to our day ahead. I think there's a lot to do, but what I really took away from that presentation was doing more, doing it faster, but I think also doing it together. Anyone needs reminding after the summer that we've just had, 49 days of consecutive rain, some of the worst wildfires in California. It's each year seems at the moment to be worse than the last. So we've got to act now. And Mark and I and all of you together. So our political team will be engaging with the politicians, with the activist groups, united in that, and looking forward to meeting Korean friends who are similarly focused on that challenge. But what we do know is if we join forces with Korea, with other nations around the world, we stand the best chance. Thank you very much for coming today, and let's fighting. Cheers. What's really good to see is that the Korean government has announced that it wants to have a Green New Deal, that it wants to do work to green its economy, to make it less reliant on carbon emissions in the next 10, 20, 30 years. We need to develop the carbon technologies. So Korea has all sorts of advantages, and that's why I feel really positive about the potential.
Right, ready?
I am.
Da-da, da-da.
No way. 설마.
와.
스포츠카처럼 생겼다.
오 전기차야.
맞아.
When you met me after dark, I am it over my head. I can't get over.
영국 국기가 저렇게 딱 돼 있는 거죠?
그러네.
It's very hard for individuals to save the planet on their own. But if you need to use a car, if you can use an electric vehicle or a hydrogen vehicle, that's brilliant. There are things that we can do today, and if we all act, we can make a difference.
최근에 이제 전기차, 뭐 수소차 이런 소위 말하는 환경차에 대한 관심들이 많이 높아지고 있잖아요.
맞아요. 그래서 영국 경우에는 지금은 기름 쓰는 차 아예
네네네.
없애게. 근데 아마 그 타겟은 이제 2030년으로 당길 거예요. 그래서 그때부터 기름 쓰는 차 아예 못 팔 거예요.
야, 그렇구나.
H가 지금 전 세계 1등으로
그래요.
아주 수소 쪽에 지금 이미 스위스에는 그
예.
거기서 만든 수소차가 다니고 있어요.
That's the risky bit. I've got to do the
Well,
drive.
okay. 잘 부탁드립니다.
But is the
어디로 가는 거예요? 지금 그냥
Jags first.
업무 보러 가는 길이군요. 전기차를 타고.
Traveling in style.
Absolutely. But you know that I haven't driven much in Korea.
그렇지, 또 영국은 우엔들이란 말이야.
Driven much in Korea. Or so. I've never driven an electric car before,
그러게요.
but I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Very good.
One thing you can sort out immediately is to
불안한데.
move the tunes.
Let's
아, 이거 무서운데요.
something a little bit more appropriate to set up.
You back good?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Nice day for it.
Lovely day. Lovely day.
여긴 못 나가는데, 여기는. 오토바이 가는 길 아니에요?
It always feels.
둘 다 외교관이죠.
이거 안 될 것 같지 않아, 이거는? 간다고? 이거 심지어 한 손이에요.
It always feels.
Tighter this time. This way.
그극하면 큰일 나는 거야, 이거.
How does it feel?
It's nice. It's a nice car.
It's very quiet,
It's
isn't
a
it?
very quiet car. That's actually a little bit strange because when you're starting,
그치, 너무 조용해서.
so quiet. It's really quiet.
You do see a few more electric cars about on the streets of Seoul these days. Someone in my team's got one, but they've got the blue number plates, right? That's how you can tell them apart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's hold on.
그치, 그치.
Follow this taxi for a second.
Didn't know what that taxi was doing there. Yeah, so they're really catching on all over the place. I mean, they've got to in the future. But
Yeah.
I spend my nights awake, thinking about the way.
But hold on, mate.
What's the matter?
But hold on, mate.
What's the matter?
You're running a bit low on battery.
차 배터리, 야.
야, 이 정도면 진짜 없는데요?
I think we're going to need to swing by a charging stop.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find
Do you know
one.
where one is?
Yeah, hold on.
분주해졌다, 이거.
생각보다 많네요.
생각보다는 많이 있네요.
You can tell by the way you walk. And now I know what you came for.
한국에는 진짜 요즘 전기차 아무래도 많아지고 그러니까 인구 대비 전기차 이렇게 충전소 몇 개 있는지 보면 한국이 전 세계적으로 5등이래요.
아, 그래요?
엄청 많은 거예요.
그냥 전기차만 쓸 수 있는 그 공간 있잖아요.
맞아.
그래서 아직까지 전기차 그렇게 많진 않아서 주차 쉽게 하고 싶으면 그런 상황입니다.
그런 또 깨알 팁이 있네요.
Brilliant. We've done it.
근데 어떻게 충전하는지 궁금하네요.
See if we can do this.
Oh. It should just pop open. Now. from here.
Now we need the plug, right?
Need the plug.
Need the plug?
I've got the plug.
와, 처음 봤어요.
우리 더 처음 봤어요.
Oh.
All right.
Stuff. Got a shift.
Is this the thing?
No, no,
No.
it's in here.
Should I take one and you take the other? Should I take one and you take the other? Thanks. Whoa. Okay. All right.
So, from here, I don't really know.
Hold on.
I've got a card.
That's got a plug on it as well.
아 그거 아마 집에서 충전하는 케이블이고 이것은 그냥 이미 연결돼 있어서.
아 그렇겠지. 그렇지 그렇겠지. 우리가 주유소 가서 호스를 따로 연결해야 되진 않잖아.
진짜 이거 면허증 타고 처음으로 이렇게 주유소 가는 거랑 똑같은 거예요. 어떻게 하는지 모르고.
당황하죠.
So I need this plug.
I don't think we need this plug.
Let me put that plug back.
All right.
Just plug it in.
더맨더머도 아니고.
Okay, let's try this thing. 충전 시작. Mark, is this a B type or C type? Mark, is this a B type or C type?
이거 약간 디젤 아니면 가솔린.
맞아요. I'm going to go with C.
Hey? Any good?
I think I'm going to use the Huon card option. I reckon. Hold on. Huon card. Okay. Oh,
Is it looking good?
yeah, looking good. Okay, here we go.
Push the button. Aha.
Okay.
Plug it in.
오.
See.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, it's going green. We like green.
해놨네요.
Yeah, it's going green. We like green.
초록은 좋은 거.
그럼 좋은 거죠. 그럼 좋아요.
How many diplomats does it take to charge a car?
2. it's a.
Okay. Okay.
얼마나 해야 돼?
We spent 2
20분 정도 되지 않을까요?
Hold on.
Graham, does this look right to you? Does this look right to you? Does this look right to you?
12시간이 지난주에 했던 무동력이 더 빠를 수도 있겠다. 생각을 좀 해봅니다.
Gonna take a while.
진짜 12시간이네.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right. Let's go and have some coffee.
That's fine.
12시간 동안 커피 먹겠다는 얘기야?
Okay.
Oh God, the car.
아, 불안하죠.
잘못되고 있다는 걸 이제 느끼는 거죠. 아, 뭐가 잘못되고 있어요.
두 개가 달라요?
아, 급속 플러그가 있구나.
급속이 따로 있구나. 저 덮개를
DC, DC, AC. Graham, do you reckon we got the wrong one? Do you reckon we got the wrong one? I reckon it might be this bad boy, which is a different thing to this bad boy.
Okay.
Give it over, give it a go.
이제 한 번 하면 이제부터 문제 없는데.
그렇지. 처음에만 그렇지 뭐.
Let's try again.
All right. So that's definitely that one. The BMW i3. Yeah, this is the one. Yep, yep.
It's a bigger boy.
All right. Let's see what this does.
Does it go green?
계기판에 한나절 뜨는 거 아니야? 한나절.
Come on. Something's happening slowly.
No, it's gone green.
It's gone green. Hey. Yes.
That's better.
We've done it.
It's not half an hour, but it's better.
야, 많이 줄었어요. 많이 줄었어요.
와 11시간이나 줄이긴 했는데 그래도
저기 이제 완충까지 저 정도 걸린다는 거죠?
근데 예를 들어서 뭐 평균적으로 한 320km 정도 한 번에 갈 수 있는 것 같고.
근데 가격이 어느 정도 나와요?
2만 원 정도 알고 있어요. 한 320km 2만 원. 그래서 사실 더 저렴해요.
Have you used these?
I haven't. Have you?
Very good.
Are they electric?
No,
No,
just a normal bike.
Okay.
So it's DC. What do you reckon the difference is between the just the connector type?
No, it's connector type. Yeah. This is the Hyundai.
그래도 이게 뭐 시간이 좀 걸리는 면도 있지만 강제 여유가 좀 생기네요. 좋다.
That's better.
There we go.
야.
Let's get on our way.
이제 어찌 가시는 거예요?
모두의 즐거움 MBC EVERYONE